Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Opts for safety, played with finesse. That has ended up in no man's land. Great defending, strong and determined.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Moved on forwards. No, he's just misjudged that one. Beckenbauer is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
The ball has bounced loose now.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Out for a throw. The ball's gone astray. Mbappe! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Thuram gets a foot in here. Now it's Bellingham. Fiddles it through. Now it's Gullit. Gullit going full tilt down the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Gullit goes on a charge down the left. He is through here. Mbappe. Gullit. Gullit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe. He's got away. That's good running with the ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
That is good strength. Kimmich. Nice control. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. Now it's Rivaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No luck with that dink over the top. Could move up a gear here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Taken back almost at once. Great hit! Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Platini. Thuram. Works it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. And he's picked out the run. And he's on his way! It's a goal kick. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Pull it. Lobbed in behind. And it's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the action is back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
So we have the first goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
That's headed upfield. Oh, delightful ball. He can get that clear, and reclaimed it in a trice. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some resolute defending there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and...
Now the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mbappe tries to clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And it's the goalkeeper's to claim.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Thuram gets rid without sophistication. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Danger averted for now. Vieira. Quality ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Chip through. Played into space out wide. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Platini looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's dealt with that really well. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. And here's Mbappe. He's the one. There's the shot! He scores! Do not write them off. Back they come. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Mexico making consecutive changes here. Mexico grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
This guy is ridiculous, guys.
Well played.
That's all he's playing all game. I'm just looking the ball, man. It's crazy. How do I know if he's using snap assist? The way he scored this goal was even more ridiculous, guys. I can't believe it.
This is intriguing.
There's no
it's goal critical. It's a and the finish. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's looking to set free a runner. Van Dijk with the clearance. Mexico have it back and can go again. Searching ball that into space.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Holy fuck, this is how he scored. Damn it.
And he's straight offside.
This is how he scored. Oh man, it's crazy, man. Gotta face people like this all season long. It's not even making any attempts to put the ball on the floor.
Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. It's lofted through here. That's a nicely measured pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The
game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found the way through. Davids, he's shipping chance.
I knew it. I knew he was going to score. I just didn't get Davids is going to make that happen. This is not the first game, man.
The invitation was received.
This is not the first game that he has done this type of thing. I just knew it. I would rather take that shot than pass to any other striker. I'm actually satisfied with this win. This guy was ridiculous, guys. Come on. The heck, man. Unbelievable. Let him go back to his goal and you're going to see his goal. You're going all defend, guys. Guys, I'm defending, man. All out defense. That's all he has, so that's what he's going to do. So I know that already. It's easy for him. That's the end of the game. I'd like you to see his goal, man. Unbelievable.
And there goes the final whistle. Mexico have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mexico leave it late.
Stupid player.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Schneider. That's good running with the ball. Mbappe. Costa Curta gets across and deals with it. Well, Emmanuel Petit has got to be one of the most technically gifted midfield players there are anywhere. You would give anything for his sort of influence in your team, wouldn't you, Jim?
Big fan. I've always been a big fan. Defensively, extremely capable. He has an excellent work rate on and off the ball, but he doesn't get too much attention for his aggressive midfield presence. And I always feel that he's someone that can leave a foot in, not in a bad way, but just in a strong way.
Platini in acres of space out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the finish! Goal! Mexico!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Mbappe, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Final ball not quite right and his teammates are irritated at that. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, nicely intercepted.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Oh, super find. He's found the way through. Mbappe. Petit gets it clear. The message is clear. None shall pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Chooses to go back. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Davids. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He can run onto that. Now it's Hullet. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
Mexico certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And he's being shifted off it. Davids. Guti. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, played right into his path. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nesta. David De Gea. Ruben Diaz. For Petit. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that looks a good ball through. Plenty to aim at. Shapes to shoot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Mexico are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. Makalele, bit too much weight on the pass. He's got the shot away! Guti. To Schneider. It's a goal kick. Kubo, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he welcomes it in. Platini. Lovely bit of skill. Out towards the flank. Well timed, excellent interception. Hits one! It's there! And right on half-time, that is telling!
Mexico really were...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Mexico head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Hullet. Can he finish? They've done it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Mexico go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, they could break here. Oh, easy pickings there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ruben Diaz kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Davids. Front-footed pressing going on here. He's looking to set free a runner. Kubo. And he has been fouled there. Van Dijk with the clearance. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Alexander-Arnold, Luis Garcia, Rummenigge, and he's on his way! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Mexico presented with a golden opportunity here to further improve their position of comfort. That is some save from De Gea. Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it. Mexico still have the cards to affect this game. Rijkaard. De Jong is the team's great visionary. That's a nicely measured pass. Luis Garcia, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Costa Curta. He's gone forward, and here's Ferran Torres. Azar.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
75 minutes played. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through. Luis Garcia. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Del Piero. Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Luis Garcia really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
No, that's been intercepted. Makaleli. Chance here to counter. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rummenigge. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Cantona! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Alexander-Arnold. Luis Garcia. It's Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ferran Torres. He's through here. That is good alertness.
Cambio en México. Número 22. Lo reemplazará.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Mexico can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hi music. So happy to see you.
Hey, hi Stefan. How you doing, man? It's a new face, man. I don't know. Do you play this game? Do you play this game? If you do, how was last phase for you?
Happy returns in May season. Div 7 franc 2p always.
Oh, Division 7. Nice, nice. Oh, was it your squad I played against the other day? Was that your real squad? Yeah, it's a new season, man. New season. Same old, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old craziness. I'm trying something different this phase. I'm not. I'm choosing to play with an attacking midfielder as against three strikers. So Platini used to be here, somewhere here. So I'm moving him forward and backward. But there's a sub tactics to just in case, you know. Oh yeah, I need to sort this out. Yeah, what's up, guys? Where are you guys joining from today? What country are you guys joining from? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And how is the weather like? Summer? Summer wrapping up. Guys, smash that like button for me, please. Smash the like button for me, guys. Don't sleep on it, guys. Smash it. Smash it like you mean it. Wow. It's a powerful score, guys.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rivaldo, Kluivert. It's Kluivert! He's scored!
That was ridiculous, guys. That was ridiculous. Very ridiculous. I made the wrong move. I brought on the farthest defender. I don't really trust Van Dijk to meet him, and I should, because he has a speed of 90, so there was no reason why I made that decision. That was a rookie mistake, guys. Rookie mistake. But yeah, the game is still on. I mean, the game is on. What am I saying?
That's a throw. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Very on, guys.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. In with a header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This guy's got flair, guys. This guy's got flair.
Cross goes in there. Mbappe. Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Platini. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there.
Right.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Rivaldo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
There's no way I'm losing this game.
Kimmich. Oh, this is a very good run.
It's too early in the face to be losing to free-to-play teams.
Mexico back on level terms.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Climbs up big! That is ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. And here's Vinicius Junior. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good.
I also catch him on the break.
Platini.
Like I really need to.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the.
He's good, but I should be better than this guy.
Mexico clearly didn't help
Better than
themselves
I'm
by
playing like a
telegraphing
rookie,
that
yes.
one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
No foul.
Well, the defence
Game
just
on,
about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Yeah, it's a trust
And
him right
that's
now.
the end of that. It all started
I
well
gave him
enough.
90 speed, so there's no reason. In fact, it's faster than.
And it's Rivaldo.
than
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. He's had a shot. Goal! Mexico! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Mexico take
Yes.
the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team
Like I said, this game not over till October, guys.
but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Because he's a decent,
nice touch.
not decent, he's a good player.
In it comes. It's a mighty effort.
It's ridiculous that he has caught two headers. The height of my players.
All
The two headers, no. He's had a lot of chances to score headers.
Well, that's
It's
so
ridiculous.
refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Has a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Platini is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Fluminense
Like I said, it's not
to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. Alaba. Nicely spread. Cafu gets into some space.
He's a cross and not get.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But to win
Mexico
headers
are looking to go forward
against
now.
the likes of
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
what am I up against here, guys?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too...
And it's Hullet. Real chance! And it's a goal!
Up against
That was easy.
something else apart from
easy.
who I'm playing against. Seems to me like the game is just
smart running and movement.
in his favor.
Already something to admire, but
It's playing well, but
pass.
not that
Just
bad.
wonderful. Loved it.
And yes, it's him again.
Okay, let's make it easy for me and let's
Half-time
start
whistle goes.
with the
It
process.
is quite a game. Breathless.
So yeah, that was the
and
top,
laced
that was
with
the top half,
excitement.
guys. You reckon?
Oh, time to catch
Top
your
half,
breath
guys.
after a manic
What the
first
heck?
half. Goals, goals, and more goals, but only one between
Yeah,
them.
I'm not bothering. I'm not struggling to play possession with him now. He knows what he's doing with possession. This guy is playing 2 CBs. That's ridiculous, guys. Okay, yeah, it's all for the crosses. Yeah, that's ridiculous, and he's doing good.
There's the start of the second half. He steps in, and that's
Let's
the end
go.
of that. Now it's
Let's go.
Mbappe.
That's good.
Van Dijk.
What are you doing here, Van Dijk? What was Van Dijk doing there? What's Van Dijk?
Cafu.
What's Van Dijk doing here?
Fluminense
Oh,
applying the press here. A high
I took off
press.
defensive from Van Dijk.
Yeah, we see this so
Going for
often
it.
these days, but it does demand an awful lot of
I took
work
off my
rate
defensive
and, of course,
from
the
Van Dijk.
discipline, because it has to
He used to be the
with
one with
everyone.
the
It can't
with a
be
leash
one or two.
before, but
If that starts happening here,
I tried to give
it'll
it
just
to
fall
Ram.
away.
And
Yeah,
look
there
at
are so much of them, but tries a shot.
that what that has cost.
And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here.
That's a foul,
That's a good
no
red
two
card.
ways about it.
Was the last man.
Yellow or red, it
That's
is
good red
red.
card.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he
Call
will
it
be
off.
sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
That was a red card.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was
Oh, it's
doing
off.
and he had to go with the risk.
Cambio en México. Entrará al campo número 7.
Not
The
too
short
many
keeper.
have the power
Behind it
or
there.
indeed the accuracy from this range.
Ooh,
Would he
good
dare
foul.
to have a go?
too far.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's time to go for the kill, guys.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good.
It's time to go for the Jugula.
Kluivert.
Look at
This
my
is what good chemistry is all about.
Nice retention, guys.
Mbappe.
Mexico really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Oh, what a mistake!
No,
Denied
Dini
by
was gonna
an
win that ball.
instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't
I
he?
didn't see that coming.
And he's in on, and the shot!
These guys keep
Oh, he
playing
did
with
the
one
hard
season.
part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited and they need filling and fast.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
He's still playing with one CV. Let me see. He's playing with one CV, guys. What the heck? This is a slap on my face. Guys.
Mexico making consecutive changes here.
Número 13, número 11.
The pass has gone astray. Azar. Mexico have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Mexico perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Referee has just said play on. Hernandez with the challenge.
Yeah, I don't care for the foul.
Mbappe. Seedorf. He could be in here. Now Mbappe is on. He's got the shot away. Goal!
Guys. What just happened?
It was coming. They have their reward.
This guy's playing on defender.
That really
He's
is
cooking me
quite
like
fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any
Okay,
apologies,
up,
but I
up
was
against
willing
something
him
to get at
to
me.
supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is not just a game, guys.
So
Up against something where you can get at me.
Fluminense get themselves into the lead.
While it's great commitment on show here, they'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Hazard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they
can
just
just
have to
feel
keep
it.
forcing the issue, and
I'm
they'll
up
get
against
clinical.
something way bigger than me.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one.
The way his players are
Execution
playing.
of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Guys, this is going to be my first loss. So early, man. So early.
He gets the ticking off and
Looks
needs
like
to be
it.
very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Davids providing an outlet on that flank.
This is unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Short changes him with that pass. And
Unbelievable.
he's straight offside.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, man. Should get a draw. Should get a draw
For
at
the first
least.
substitution of the game.
That's what I think.
And it's Azar. And that could set him on his way. Cantona. Now, oh, shooting chance!
That's what I think. At
He
least
hits the net.
a
It's
draw.
level again. What a match we have.
At least a draw.
Wow,
Maybe
this is
a
so
win.
good. I mean,
Just maybe.
seriously good. They're putting on quite
Never.
a show here for us. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Maybe a win. Just maybe. Some believable. What kind of formation it is? One CD. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's deep line on Roberto Carlos, but no.
This is quite a
Shouldn't be
battle.
struggling this far.
Well, that goal
Shouldn't.
deserves the
It's even gonna
momentum and
attack, guys.
at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Cafu.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause.
That's the chance we're
it's a
talking
goal
about.
Credit that would be most welcome now.
Red card, something.
Looks a foul.
Red card.
Referee's given it.
And
That's
that's
going to be a booking.
He just can't
because he
argue
was in
with
front
that.
of him.
He could have been booked for an earlier incident too. Yeah, well, they were exposed and
the shots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cantona! Goal!
Yeah.
Mexico!
What a game.
They have turned it round again.
This is where he lost it.
Undoubtedly, one of the great
That's
games.
clutch. That touch by Hazard.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That touch by
well,
Hazard
look,
was
he
everything.
moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, smashing header!
Fluminense need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
He's so good. He
Well,
can
the run has been
predict me.
sold a little bit short there.
He's reading me like a book,
Quality
guys.
deserted them when they really needed it.
So good.
So what can they make of this? That's a good run down the left.
Yeah, I can rely on these guys to hold the ball.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, such a clever
They don't
touch.
want them to hold the ball.
Hazard goes on a run down the left wing. He is just caressing the ball.
It's a game of.
And that has left him in a heap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he was
He's
the
pissed,
one
I
player
know.
you had to keep
But
away from the area.
the
Not
game's
the
against
best
him.
way to do it, though.
I had to find a way to break
Now
the
there are
spirit.
plenty in the middle waiting for
When it's
this.
so against him.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? Davids.
It's pissed, but the game is the game, guys. The game is the game.
And that will be the final
GG.
act.
That was a thriller, guys.
Response it was to adversity.
Unbelievable.
What a fantastic game from those players. What
Seems like a
unity,
very
what
highly
joy.
ranked player.
That was so very, very good.
Man,
So
What a game,
dramatic
guys.
game.
what a game. And let me see his rank. Not bad.
Even if nobody comes safe, as long as Junior go dey there, me I go show. I'm on a mission, man. As long as Junior go dey there, I dey come.